Okay, hi everyone. How are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Doing great.
Good, thanks.
Good. Oh, I love your dress. It's pretty.
Thank you.
Tiara. Sorry. If that wasn't clear, sorry.
Yeah.
So Nancy, it seems like Isabel and I think his name is Cody have a special relationship. Are we going to see more of that?
We don't know. We don't know. There's, I don't know. I hate to limit Isabel's suitors to just one guy. So we'll see what happens. She got other things on her mind at the moment. Can't be bogged down with that.
Well, that's James Tupper, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, you couldn't have had a more handsome suitor, that's for sure.
Well, I'll let him know. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, I loved him ever since Men and Trees. So.
Oh yeah, that was a great show. Yeah.
Tiera, had you ridden a horse before this show?
I had, but I didn't know any like technique or skill to it. I just kind of, went with it. Hey, thanks. But for the show, I got to learn like actually how to ride, and obviously not the trick riding stuff, but I think I got better.
Great.
Yeah.
Way better.
You did it blindfolded. I mean, so that I thought that was so impressive.
That's true. I forgot about
You
that.
did blindfolded?
I did.
Wow,
She did.
that's dangerous.
And the
It
horse
was a little
started galloping, and she's hanging on.
In the show, like in a scene, I did it,
in
not
the
just
shot.
for fun.
Oh, I thought it was just
You
for fun.
will see it.
You're like, now for my final act.
So that was you, not a stunt person?
Well, I had an amazing stunt double who did all the, the really fast stuff and the trick riding stuff, obviously, because that takes years and years to learn. But there's a couple little things, like getting on and riding away. And yeah, the one scene we did where I have a blindfold and going around. So
What a skill too. I think, the trick riders and the bull riders and all of it. It's such a dangerous sport. And they make it look so easy.
they're incredible athletes. I
Incredible.
didn't even realize.
Well, that's great. I knew you knew how to do a bow and arrow from when you were on Once Upon a Time, but I couldn't remember.
I played Robin Hood.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
There you go. I did. I couldn't remember if you had ridden a horse as well, but
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah. But Beau, you look very different here than you do on the show. You're not as scruffy.
Yes, I
Baby face.
Hello. Razors and scissors. Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah.
He didn't know what either of those were while we were.
Yeah. Crazy. 2023, huh?
That's good. Yeah. Well, it's good because it actually made you stand out from the other guys in the show because it was a little confusing at first with all the beards, but you were scruffier looking than the other two. So
Right. Yeah.
But so what about you? Had you ridden before?
I did a show when I was younger called Heartland, so I got to learn for that one. But then I hadn't ridden in years, and then my fiance is a equestrian, and so she got me into horseback riding. So we have two horses of our own. We've had them for about 3 or 4 years, and it was pretty funny. I actually wrote down, and I was writing out some goals, and I said, like, get on a show centered around horses.
You manifested it also.
Manifest.
And I remember when I was there in Calgary for 2 weeks before doing the riding lessons, you couldn't come. And I remember everyone was so worried. They were like, oh, but like, he's not going to have enough time to learn how to ride a horse. And I was like, guys, he has horses. Like, he's going to be fine. He just showed up and took off. And they're like, oh, this is going to be fine. And I was like, yeah, like, you didn't know that when you cast him? He's perfect.
That's good. Nancy, what character traits would you say that you share with Isabel?
0, none. Well, I would like to believe that I share her perseverance, her passion for family, her. I don't know that I'm as good a listener as she is, but I think maybe it's just her drive.
Okay, well, definitely, I think to be in the business, as long as you have, probably do have that drive and perseverance for sure.
I think you have to, sure.
And hard work. I think
work,
you're like
sure.
one of the most hardworking people. But she'll also show up to set and just be like full of energy at 5 a.m. and you're
Yeah.
like, damn it, I know I can't be tired because Nancy's full of energy
You
and
want
working
to
hard.
you want to hate you want to hate it.
Yeah, you
but
want
it's
but you
so charming.
can't.
And you're just like, ah.
My
Oh,
secret is cappuccino, direct, straight in the arm.
She would get in the shuttle at 4:30 in the morning and be like, I've already had 3 coffees. I'm like half asleep, like, okay, just give me an hour.
I can't even imagine. I'm your same age. You're like 3 months older than me, so I can't even imagine. But
35, right?
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. You're probably in better shape than I am. So, do you get? I can't remember if you rode a horse during the 5 episodes I saw.
Sort of do. I get on. Look. Let me even just say, I'm the least accomplished of certainly the three of us. I am the person that would go to get on the horse, and 3 people would have to come push my butt to get it up over the back of the horse. But once on the horse, as long as the horse didn't really move, I was really good at horseback riding.
Similar to
Horseback
sitting on a
sitting.
couch.
Yeah.
I'm a horseback sitter. That's it. I love that.
Me too. That's my one experience on a horse. I sat on one once when I was a kid. It's like we say, you rode an elephant at the zoo. No, I sat on an elephant.
Yeah.
Right.
Or camel.
Luckily, our horses were basically better actors
Oh,
than,
yeah.
than
Oh,
we
yeah.
were, frankly. I mean, they knew where where their mark was to stop and how to stop and when to look up. I mean, the horses were
And to stand still.
And
That's
yeah,
really hard. My
exactly.
horses, I mean,
extraordinary.
hard to get them to stand still sometimes.
I assume they're very well trained.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Oh,
yeah.
Let's see. So, Beau, what can you tell us about Cash's romantic life going forward? You seem to have kind of a triangle, maybe quadrangle going on.
It's a polygon for sure. Well, I don't want to give too much away, but
Yeah,
there's someone on his radar, and it's not really.
How romantic of you.
Look, I mean, it's pretty obvious from the pilot
Yeah.
that he's into Missy and has been for some time. But does that change? Does he veer off course throughout the season? Yeah, there are some twists and turns down this river valley, and but
Yet he's a loner.
yes,
Yeah.
It's an
Real though.
interesting.
yeah. I guess you'll have to watch. Yeah.
Right. Well, I was just talking to Sarah, and I tried to get her to tell me, because it seemed to me when I was watching the last episode or so that she has a kind of a thing for Cash, but I couldn't tell if it was just one way or if it was just I was just reading it wrong. It was a sort of brother sister affection, but
You'll have to watch and see. There could be something along those lines. Maybe, maybe not.
Definitely. And Tiera, can you tell us what you share with your character?
What I share with her? I think, Missy she's a very driven person who, at her core, at her heart, cares so deeply about the people around her and wanting to make sure that they're taken care of and that they're supported and while still trying to navigate like what that means for her. And I think, people are very complex, and at all times I'm looking to grow and change and figure out my place in the world. And I think Missy's definitely on a journey of self-discovery while still really, deeply caring about the people that have brought her to where she is now. So, navigating relationships and honoring self, I feel like that's kind of something that, everybody's kind of doing.
Okay, well, thank you very
Awesome.
much, all of you, for talking to me today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. My pleasure.